What's up, everybody? It's going to be more of a raining video than anything. I know it's been, quite some time since I've made a video. I have a few that I want to do for sure. This one just in particular because it's been something I've been seeing more and more lately as Poe destroys background. Um, Single mothers. I want to talk about single mothers. Like I said, it's going to be rainy, so bear with me. I see so many problems with single mothers. Number one, and this is not the biggest issue by any means, but just number one, let's go ahead and get it out of the way. If a child is raised by a single mother, he lacks a masculine influence. Now, if this child is a male, that's a huge fucking problem. You have a male being raised on really feminine, ideals and feminine morality, which I'm not going to say it's all that different, but it's a little bit different. You know, a little boy raised by a single mother is always going to be taught, women are perfect. Women never do anything wrong. Do everything you can. Go out of your way to treat them right. Yada yada yada. That's just by nature what a woman's going to do. And you would have to assume that if it's a single mom raising a child, then she's a little bit jaded against men. She's gone through maybe a divorce or a man knocked her up and left. She's not going to be pro male very much. And just by happenstance with that, what you're doing is eradicating the masculinity out of this kid. He's not going to learn how to fight. He's not going to learn how to play sports well. He's not going to get those not feminine, but those masculine traits of, just so many things like not taking shit from women. Don't like bend over backwards for women. Women aren't like these golden creatures. They're only human. Stuff that's the kind of stuff that his dad would tell him. And without that influence, this kid is just doomed for failure. In the MGTOW world, they call it being a cuckold, which is somebody who allows their wife to fuck whoever they want because he's so spineless. He's just a spineless bitch. That's one point. Second point is single moms that are, I would just go ahead and say under the age of like 28, 30. Hell, I've even seen it with single moms that are over the age of 30 that haven't yet got their life together in and of themselves. Like they haven't even got their life stable yet. And they're trying to take on this extra load of a kid. It's one of my old favorite sayings is even with narcissism, as we all know, the saying is you can't pour from an empty cup. If the narcissist has run me dry, I can no longer give anymore. So relating that to a single mom, if she's running herself dry, just trying to take care of herself in her own life, what does she have to give to that kid? Practically nothing, right? Her tank's empty. She doesn't have anything to give the kid. She's going to try to give the kid. But at the end of the day, at the end of some period of time, whether it be a year, a few years, or maybe even less than that, she's not managing her own estate well enough to survive on her own. How can she take on the extra load successfully and healthy, whatever, you know what I mean? She can't. She just can't do it. Now, conversely, a single mom that's 28 and she's got her career down pat in her own place and yada yada, by all means, all right, that's okay. First rule still applying. But I see so many single moms that aren't even capable of taking care of themselves. And yet they want custody of their kid. And it baffles me. I'm like, you don't even have your own life together. How are you going to add a kid to this equation? Whereas the father, maybe a lot of times is in a steady job, has a house, has cars, and has more assets, and could actually provide, um, a better lifestyle for the child. Um, I guess it baffles me because you would think as a mother, your number one concern uh, is to have a good life for your kid, whether that unfortunately is with you or not. You want the best that you can possibly provide for your child. And if you're not able to provide that, why not let the child go to the father? If he's capable. I'm not saying all dads are capable. Some dads are pieces of shit. All right, I get it. Um, but if he's more capable of taking care of the child, why not let that happen? Go ahead and so we got Boo over here, peeing out of the closet. We got this little intermission. Got Poe jumping all over the fucking place. I don't even know where she is right now. But why not let the dad take the child, even if it's only for maybe a year or two, until you can get your feet back on the ground. And I guess what I see here is a stubbornness of some women, not all, that they want custody of the kid so bad that they're not even looking at the welfare of the child. What's best for the child. Not only that, they're not looking at the welfare of themselves. What's best for me? Maybe it's better for me as the mother to let him stay with his father for a little while, get myself back, get everything back in order, get my feet back on the ground again, and then, maybe we can do joint custody, or full custody, whatever. And I just see this so much with single mothers. And I'm not trying to harp on them. Some single mothers are extremely strong and can do it all, and hats off to them. But I just see this huge majority that are taking on a load that they simply cannot handle. And at the end of the day, everyone is suffering from it because of one person's ignorance and ego. The child is suffering immensely. Um, the mother is suffering because she doesn't have the energy to even take care of herself. The father is suffering because he doesn't get to see his kids. He doesn't get to teach his kids. As a father, teaching your kids is a huge deal to men. Men want to pass on knowledge and teach. That's just what we do. So it's like everybody involved is suffering because of one person's ignorance. Um, and it's a damn shame, And you got to think about these kids that are raised by a single mom that can't even hold down a job, can't even, have a steady apartment or a place to live or sleep at night. Think about being 6 years old and having to bounce from place to place to place to place to place to place, and maybe you have somewhere to sleep that night, maybe you don't, maybe you have a mattress that night, maybe you don't, maybe you're sleeping on the floor, maybe you got a couch. That kind of instability in a young child's life is there's no fucking way it's healthy, and then you tack on everything else about not getting any masculine influence. You tack on being over feminized. You tack on, um, the fact that a mother that can't even take care of herself is not capable of providing to you. So you're malnourished emotionally and probably physically too. Just this whole world of a shitstorm that I see. With single mothers. I'm not saying it I'm not saying that I don't see this as single fathers too. So there's some piece of shit single fathers. All right, there is. But I just see it overwhelmingly. And overwhelmingly with women that get pregnant way too fucking young. There's birth control, there's condoms. I mean, there's multiple methods of not getting pregnant. You can't ride on this excuse train forever. well, it just happened. No, bitch, you fucked without a condom. It didn't just happen. You stopped taking your birth control. It didn't just happen. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. There's no excuse for that shit anymore. There's Plan B. There's adoption. I'm not necessarily for abortion, but there's also abortion. It didn't just happen. You made a dumbass fucking decision, and now you can't deal with it. That's just the simple fucking truth of it. And who suffers? Who suffers? The fucking kid suffers. And looking at culture and how a vast majority of men are these days, I'm not surprised. I mean, we have it's like Fight Club said, we have a whole generation of men raised by women. There's no surprise that shit isn't right. You need that masculine influence. You need that stability as a child. You need all of that to be successful. I just it just bothers me so much, and I hate to see it because it's so blatantly obvious, but yet no one is addressing it, and no one looks at it for the issue that it is. Um, and if all for nothing else, just the welfare of the child. It's tragic, really. I guess is all I have to say about it. It's not even my case, honestly. My parents did get divorced, and my mom was very strong and did the best she could. So it's not really a reflection of me, but it's just, Jesus, when I see it, man, it makes me so just frustrated. Really, hold on, which way do I gotta go? Boo! Hold on, I gotta let y'all at least see this. Pope should pop out any second and pounce on Boo. Maybe. Now all of a sudden she's camera shy. Pope! I'm gonna wait. You're gonna wait too. I don't care. You can cut the video off if you want. I don't give a shit. Get here, Pope. There we go. Almost. All right, whatever. I give up now. Anyway, it's just something to think about. It's just tragic. Yeah, the next video is going to be about the next lesson to learn after you get over narcissism. Dun, dun, dun. It's a pretty good one though. Pretty eye-opening. I'll talk to y'all then.